James Darren, Gidget teen idol actor who rose to fame in the 1950s, has died at 88, according to Nancy Sinatra, who counted him among her closest friends. His son Jim Moritz said that he had been able to express his love for his family while being treated in the cardiac unit. He was a good man. He was very talented, Moritz said. He was forever young. Moritz said he was grateful that his father had been able to embrace his signature role as the surfer Moondoggie in the Gidget movie and that he continued to interact with his fans. Born in Philadelphia, he studied acting with Stella Adler in New York and was signed to Columbia Pictures, where his first role was in Rumble on the Docks. He went on to appear in films including Operation Madball and Gunman's Walk before being cast in the 1959 teen movie Gidget, starring Sandra Dee and Cliff Robertson. Darren also sang the title track for the hit movie, which was based on the experiences of a teenage surfer girl in Malibu and later became a popular TV series. One of my dearest, closest friends in all the world, of all my life has passed away, she wrote on Instagram. Godfather to my daughter. Wishing him a fast and beautiful journey through the universe and beyond. Godspeed, sweet Jimmy. My heart is torn but full of love for Evie, Christian, Anthony and Jimmy, Jr. The Gidget theme song launched a successful singer career for Darren, who had a gold record with Goodbye Cruel World in 1961 and released at least 14 albums. He continued to appear in feature films including The Guns of Navarone, The Gene Krupa Story, All the Young Men and Because They're Young. He reprised his role as Moondoggie in Gidget Goes Hawaiian and again in Gidget Goes to Rome, though he was tired of the typecasting by then, moving into television. He starred in the series The Time Tunnel and after a brief sojourn in Italy appearing in Jess Franco's Venus in Furs, he went on to guest star on numerous series including Love, American Style, Fantasy Island and The Love Boat. Darren was a regular on T.J. Hooker from 1983 to 1986 and also moved into TV directing, working on series including Beverly Hills, 90,210 and Melrose Place. He found a new generation of fans in 1998 as Vic Fontaine, the holographic lounge singer on Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. I always thought he would pull through, Jim told The Hollywood Reporter, because he was so cool. He was always cool. In his day, James was a teen idol, getting his breakout role as the surfer known as Moondoggie in the 1959 hit film Gidget. Along with the two follow-up films, Gidget Goes Hawaiian and Gidget Goes to Rome. During his TV career, James portrayed the character Jim Corrigan on the 1980s police drama T.J. Hooker, appearing in 66 episodes that spanned across 4 seasons. James also had a run-in on television in the 1990s, scoring a recurring gig on Deep Space Nine as the holographic lounge singer Vic Fontaine. Not only did James have an acting career, he also had a career in singing. James was the voice behind the Gidget theme song and also sang another record for the movie. On top of that, he reached No. 3 on the Billboard charts in 1961 with his song Goodbye Cruel World. Furthermore, he also directed different television episodes such as Melrose Place, Beverly Hills, 90,210, and The A-Team alongside others. Darren starred on 66 episodes across 4 seasons since the show's inception in 1982. He was also known for his work on Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. On the sci-fi series from the late 1990s, he played a recurring role of a holographic lounge singer named Vic Fontaine. Darren also portrayed an electronics genius Dr. Tony Newman in the adventure series, The Time Tunnel, that ran from 1966 to 1967 on ABC. In an interview with Tom Beaver for the Film Historian's 2008 book, I Talked with a Zombie, Darren said he had no interest in working in television or doing any science fiction projects prior to his meeting with the creator of The Time Tunnel, Irwin Allen. Darren recalled Allen telling him, "This is something you have to do. I know you don't want to do it, but I think you are perfect for this role." He added, "And he convinced me. Irwin was one of the great salespersons of our time. I accepted the role because of my meeting with him." In 1986, Darren added directing to his already impressive resume when he was an emergency fill-in for the director of T.J. Hooker for its final season. Afterwards, he discovered his knack for filmmaking and went on to helm episodes of Hunter, Silk Stockings, Melrose Place, Werewolf, The A-Team and Beverly Hills, 90210. In addition to acting and directing, Darren was also a pop singer. His song Goodbye Cruel World reached No. 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in 1961. The following year, his song titled Her Royal Majesty, which was written by Carole King and Gary Goffin, also cracked the top 10. It wasn't until the late 90s when he would revive his singing career for the syndicated Star Trek, Deep Space Nine series. He recorded several Frank Sinatra-inspired performances for the 1999 album This One's from the Heart, as he portrayed a holographic lounge singer, a role which he called one of the most enjoyable he had ever played. Darren went on to spend many years out of the public eye before he returned to Hollywood for Harry Dean Stanton's 2017 and final film Lucky. He was married to childhood sweetheart Gloria Terlitsky from 1955 until their 1958 divorce. In 1960, he married Evie Norland, a former Miss Denmark. He is survived by his wife Evie, sons Jim Morit, Christian Darren and Tony Darren, and 5 grandchildren.